Teachers, what is the weirdest excuse you've ever heard that turned out to be true? I'm a high school senior year teacher. Danny was late, again. Danny was often late, though he always showed up with a dumb smile on his face at some point. I finally asked if anyone had seen Danny. Should I mention they had all been very quiet this morning? I didn't say anything rude, I just asked where he was, and if anyone had seen him or knew when he would decide to show up. Yes, you got it. Danny was dead. He had been involved in a drunk driving incident the night before and was dead. I was stunned, and the kids all looked at me the way a Swiss watchmaker looks at a jam smear on a cafe table. The tone of my voice had been enough. They were all giving me "what is wrong with you" stares. A thought entered my mind, and I couldn't stop it. I managed to change the tone slightly so the phrase "I don't believe that" came out almost as a statement of shock, not distrust. There was a pause, and then they all sort of settled back into their seats, and I just kept teaching and finished the class. At the break, once the kids had left, I called the office, angry and confused, and wanted to know what had happened and why I hadn't been told. We were told there would be a meeting after school, and not to make any comments for the rest of the day. That afternoon at the meeting, 7 teachers and a few admin were discussing what had happened, the limited details, and how we should begin thinking about an assembly acknowledgement once the parents had disclosed the facts. As we are sitting there talking about how we had all made some gaffe or other and come off as insensitive, guess who comes into the office? Danny comes in on crutches with his dad, and is promptly shown into the meeting. From the looks around the table, I wasn't the only one confused as hell. The principal simply said, "We thought you were dead." His usual arrogance is nowhere to be found. Danny says, "Well, I was, kinda. He had died during the crash, technically, and been resuscitated. His doctors told him to rest, but he insisted on coming in so no one would worry about him. He wanted to ask if, when he was better, he could be part of an anti-drinking and driving assembly. For the rest of the year he was a model student, on time every day and always there to help staff or fellow students. He healed fully, and by the end of the year, he graduated as the valedictorian.